I know this thing's on. I don't care. I am not doing this reaction until Leo and Piper get married and we don't have any elder lighters being assholes. I'm kidding. Hello everyone, it's Liam Caddison here. With Charmed, episode 3 of season 3. I don't want to even say anything because I know I'm going to, I'll say something and it will just get worse from there. Like the last episode, oh, it's so happy that Piper and Leo are engaged. And then what happens? Those dickheads have to intervene. I'm still not over it. It's been 2 days since I last recorded Charmed. I'm still pissed off. So, yeah. But yeah, we were blessed with pain, basically, with the last episode. With the fact that we had Piper, who was already worried in regards to how this wedding was going to go down because of the fact that they had to stray away from tradition. Because Leo's people are not too fond with the fact that a white lighter and a witch can get together, as we all know. And things just had to be complicated when, we tried to take advantage of the eclipse, of course, but, yeah. Doesn't help that Cole, our latest addition, and who we could assume is the tribe, they had to intervene. They had to throw in a word to Leo's bosses. So, yeah. Obviously, I should be pointing all blame towards them. But considering the fact that, they are throwing a fit about the fact that a witch and a white light have to be together, well, they can't be together, should I say, I'm putting blame on them. At least, downstairs they've got an excuse. They're evil. So, they're not going to do benevolent things. So, what excuse do they have? Anyways, let's get on to episode 3 of season 3, because otherwise, this is going to be a 10-minute tirade, bitching on about the Elder Lighters. So with that said, let's get into episode 3 of season 3. Let's go.
I came to say goodbye.
What? Yeah, this is a dream.
They told us to break up, and they caught us trying to get married.
So, we won't get married, we'll wait.
It's too late. We broke the rules. Now they won't let
yeah,
us see each
this
other.
is a dream. Don't dick me around, Charmed.
What? Honey, it was just a bad dream. No, it wasn't. It was real.
It felt real. He's
I don't
coming back.
understand.
He's coming back.
Why are they doing this to us? It's like destroying lives is how they amuse themselves.
Yes!
Piper, watch
They're
what you say.
assholes!
Where they can...
Fine, car's fine. I'll see you later. Bye.
And so is the child.
Hi. Okay?
You can't have it. Leave me alone. I won't give it to you. Leave me alone.
What?
Well, that's what fairies do. Hide your keys and things.
Yeah, they
They're
do.
tricky like that.
I'm just thinking back to Minecraft,
Is that what's
you
in
know,
that box?
that mod.
Is it a fairy? Is that who you're protecting?
Tinkerbell?
I won't let them. It's okay.
Whoa! Kick it! Well, we can't see it, but...
Claw marks. If they were, you would have seen what had clawed her. Why are you being so stubborn about this?
Because I'm a Scorpio. What's your excuse?
So it's
Yikes!
late, and
Yikes!
we're all a little bit tired, so how about we finish this up tomorrow?
Now look what you did. You went and turned Prue into...
This hokey guy from this old movie I watched too many times when I was a kid.
Kill it before it dies.
Oh!
You've seen it?
Okay!
Twice.
That's not stalkerish!
Too bad it's not playing.
As well
I
as
think you
the
should see it.
file you've got.
Of course, we could always have dinner instead.
Are you asking me out, counselor? I'm done.
What does that mean? That means that, the powers that be haven't done anything
but ruin my life, so therefore I'm not going to do anything for them anymore.
Oh,
okay?
Piper.
I'm going now.
Oh, my heart.
Excuse me. I'm going now.
I can't blame her for wanting to give up because she's been hurt.
At midnight.
There's no place to hide. Yeah, we know.
Can we see her?
No, only children can see fairies.
Well, I don't know if this is gonna help.
Child's
at all, but Prue
imagination
and I were
is, you know,
very in touch with our
wonderful
inner
thing.
children.
Thistle says that if you really believe in fairies, there's something that'll make
I
you
do
innocent
believe in
again so you can
fairies.
see them.
I do. I do. Oh! Pixie dust! Oh no, wait. Boom. Shit!
No, I am not a fairy. She thought I was. We have to show her. Okay.
But she can't
Yeah,
believe.
ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
No!
What the hell did you do that for?
That did not work.
Oh, because she doesn't
No,
believe.
work. That's
And he might strike, and it's not gonna work. So you guys go home. Scoot and go. Scoot and go home.
Gonna have to step in at some
This
point.
ridiculous behavior.
Ah! Troll!
We have to call Kate on the walkie-talkies, okay?
Oh no, this ain't Cole.
Do you think trolls know about doorbells?
I don't know.
Shit, this is gonna be Cole, isn't it? Oh, this ain't gonna look bad. What's he doing?
Lights and it'll disappear the shadows. Yeah.
Disappear the shadows. What a way to put it. Oh no. Get away from the book, it's not yours. Yeah. Oh! Wait a second! What's Darth Maul doing here? Oh no! Kenobi! Is it in? Okay. What? Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Wait, she lost the key. She's lost the key.
Prue, they got the key.
Now that the trolls know that we're helping Kate, they'll do everything they can to stop all three of us.
Mm-hmm.
I know Piper's on strike, but look, can the trolls piss off?
Oh, are you okay? Could you just do me a favor and clues up for me?
Please don't tell me she's like some kind of big mastermind in this. Okay. I just feel so bad for her. Everything's just happening.
Kick me while I'm down? I had a nice normal life once, and you took that from me. You took my boyfriend, you took my life. The least you could do is leave me my freaking car keys.
Piper.
I deserve... No, you know what? I demand that you send him back to me.
Yes,
You
Queen.
hear me? Right now, I'm going to stand in this very spot until you send Leo back to me.
I stat a Queen so much. Yeah, that's gonna wake the parents up. Crap. Oh! Shit!
Where'd she go?
Never meant for this. Don't blame yourself, okay?
Oh, I'm gonna give
And
her
you
a
have
hug
every
in a minute.
right to be angry, but not at the expense of a little girl. I don't understand how I'm supposed to believe in anything anymore.
Oh,
I just want him back, Prue.
I want her to be happy. Holy shit!
Unfreeze, now. Now that is just the way I like my trolls, medium well.
Toasted trolls.
So,
Mm.
you remember how sad you were when your daddy left? Well, that's how sad everybody's gonna be if you don't come home.
Including your dad, who actually did, who did leave. Once he catches wind of this.
But honestly, if I'm gonna have a meltdown every time I have no idea where he is, then none of us are gonna be able to do our jobs. And if we had lost that little girl tonight, if that means that I have to give up Leo,
No, we gotta find a way.
then I guess that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh, no, no, no.
Am I dreaming? And we can stay together.
Right, but if anything goes wrong, if we're distracted by each other to the detriment of a single innocent,
We won't be.
Yes, okay. We're still a ways to go, you... Yeah.
Tell them I'm getting closer.
Jesus. Phoebe deserves better, you prick. Castiel should have, you know, been partnered with her. You know, Misha should have been sticking around for episode 7 onwards of season 2, but here we are. So, not only is he taking aspects from Peter Pan with the shadow, but he's taking aspects from Darth Maul. Because I'm sorry, minus the horns, all I could see was Darth Maul. And from that point on, I was just thinking, you know, in my mind's eye, Kenobi. Sorry. I mean, you can't tell me. I mean, I think this was before Darth Maul became a thing, even. But still, you can't tell me you look at that and you're thinking, those who actually watch Star Wars, and if you haven't, what the hell, folks? But no, that was a very interesting episode, especially with the whole trolls and fairies debacle, which was very, very interesting. But I mean, obviously Piper was on strike. Biased. You can accuse me of that all you want. But she fucking killed it this episode. Because I could understand her pain. And the way she told those assholes off. The way she just stood in that literal spotlight. And gave them a good scene to. That was just great. And it's great that they said, okay, fine. We'll see how it goes. But any funny business, I'm calling it off. So, yeah. That doesn't mean I am all rosy with them, okay? Because I know these last 3 episodes have been a roller coaster because we had the engagement in episode 1 and then Leo just got swiped away. And now they've brought him back and said, okay, fine. We'll see how it goes. I'm allowing you this one chance. Muck it up though, and we're back to square one. This was a fun episode. I would say I did enjoy the first 2 episodes of season 3 a bit more, but there was still some very, very great moments in this episode that really, you know, hooked me. Whether it was seeing Cole's true form, I guess, or, you know, Piper just telling off the Elder Lighters. Yeah, and that's probably one of my favourite scenes, Piper just telling them off. The moment she was like, I demand, yeah. I already loved Piper before this episode, of course. I mean, I've mentioned it probably a dozen times by now. I know people might be sick of hearing it, but there are moments like that that just, you know, that just have me like, see, this is why I love her so much. This is why she is one of my favorite, well, if anything, my favorite character of Charmed. She is just incredible. And you know what? I mean, I don't want to see this from Piper again, because it was crushing my heart seeing her all depressed and that lack of believability. And B, I couldn't blame her for being absolutely done. I mean, we've seen characters in various shows where their limits have been tested, where they have thrown in the towel in terms of their responsibilities. She was happiest with Leo. And, you know, there are cases where I guess they do not watch or whatever. They were certainly watching when Piper called them out, and they were like, oops, we made a screw up. I'm not going to rant this episode. So, that's a plus. But you know what? I'm just, you know, from their perspective, I'm just imagining them quaking a little in their boots because of the fact that Piper absolutely laid one on them. And you know what? She had every right to do so. Every single word that came out of her mouth in that moment, she had the right. So, and you know what? Nothing can convince me that them taking away Leo was a good thing. So I am really, really glad that they actually, you know what? They actually, gave a shit. They said, okay, fine. We'll let you two, you know, have a relationship, etc. But I don't want this to intervene on any kind of, anything. Which is funny because, them taking away Leo was the cause of any kind of... I mean, even Piper told about the fact that if anything happened to Kate, then she could not live with that. And that was all down to the fact that she wanted to isolate herself. She was done. She threw in the towel, all because of the Elder Lighters taking away Leo. So it's funny how they gave that stipulation about, you know what, tread carefully, don't let this intervene on shit, because they are the reason that you know, Kate could have died today. So there is that. But there was, I'm not gonna lie, there was a split second where when Leo returned for realsies, he was gonna say, I can't see you again. Like, he was gonna echo what the dream was. But thankfully, it's all well and good. So, I'm not gonna lie though, I thought he would be out for a few episodes, to be fair. Nothing to do with actor availability or whatever, but just to sell the impact of the story in terms of how the Elder Lighters are just basically, yeah, they basically are a force to be reckoned with, in regards to, you know, Piper's mentality and all of that. So yeah. So I was really surprised in regards to him appearing in, well, I guess in the latter portion of this episode. But I'm not complaining whatsoever. So yeah, but yeah, I felt so bad for Piper. Like, every time she just, in this episode, she just broke my heart, and I couldn't really blame her. So yeah. So yeah, but it was a really, really interesting. It was a really interesting episode for good reasons. Like I said, I feel like out of the three, it was, you know, probably the weakest. Not to say that's a bad thing though. It just means that episodes 1 and episodes 2, should I say, it hooked me more. So yeah, and but there was still some things that were really, really investing in this episode. So yeah, and I just feel so bad for Phoebe as well. I mean, Piper, Phoebe, they've been going through the ringer, but Phoebe is yet to experience that agony because she has the hots for Cole, and she saw his true face unknowingly, of course, because she doesn't know that Cole is up to no good. She just thinks, oh, cute lawyer guy. Maybe things can go swimmingly for me. The problem is, though, she's going to be manipulated, she's going to be used, and it's going to be absolutely agonizing because Phoebe... And this is it, though. Like, with Piper and Leo, I've made mentions about this a few times, but with Piper and Leo, that's a more solidified relationship, and of course we had Prue and Andy be together, and obviously, what happened to Andy, yeah. And Phoebe never really got that kind of consistency, and now she's got a chance with Cole. And the problem is, Cole is bad news. So yeah. But yeah, I just couldn't get over the fact that my mind, like the first thing that really popped into my mind when we saw his true face, it wasn't like, oh, look, it's his true face. It was Darth Maul. That shows how much of a Star Wars geek I am. But look, I couldn't really see anything but Darth Maul. So yeah. Would have sold me further if Cole was played by Sam Witwer, but yeah, I'm kidding. It seemed like Cole was close to getting the book, of course, but it was not meant to be, and that was during the kerfuffle with the trolls, of course, and Phoebe and Prue acting drunk, of course, when they kind of regressed in a sense. And it's funny because of the fact that a few episodes ago we had Prue's mentality kind of regress in a sense, didn't we? Because we had the genie, of course, emerge, and she acted like her 17-year-old self. And in this episode we've had Prue and Phoebe act like they were 7 or 8 thanks to the dust. So and that believability, of course, that was important because they tried that on Piper, and so but I found that to be very, very interesting, the whole I guess delving into fairy tale lore, really, because you've got your fairies, you've got your trolls and all of that, and it doesn't seem like, compared to what we usually face, which I'm a bit more tenacious in regards to their brutality and all of that, it does seem a bit ludicrous, doesn't it? Because fairies and trolls, you just read about them in fairy tales and all of that. So and to make matters to add on to that, we have Kate, who of course is a little girl, and there is that believability. Of course, I'm not really too fond about the fact that her parents just kind of tried to, especially with the pain that she was already going through with the fact that her real father, father and mother, they split up, and that's kind of caused a bit of agony there. But you got her involved, of course, and she's centralized in this kind of feud, basically. So yeah, but one thing I just gotta know, though, is I mean, I don't know if the trolls did something in regards to put the parents into a sleeping curse or whatever, but there was a lot of commotion going on, of course, before Kate got turned into a fairy, and they didn't wake up whatsoever. So yeah, but it was just very, very interesting in regards to not just Prue and Phoebe, but it was a really, really interesting scenario when they were acting like their childlike selves, of course, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of dug the design of the trolls. They actually did look, I don't know how I would probably an iteration of how I would imagine trolls to look like for some reason. I don't know. They did look the part, really, for me. So yeah, but I really did like the idea of Piper just convincing Kate to turn back, of course. There was that hesitation that Kate wanted to remain a fairy, so yeah, but yeah, it was just really, really great stuff to see in regards to in regards to the whole fairy tale, well, I guess the fairy tale kind of thing, vibe, should I say, that occurred in this episode with the trolls, with the fairies and all of that, as well as that believability as well, because you had Prue and Phoebe entertain the idea, but at the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't really sound all that ludicrous when you're in the world of Charmed. Of course, compared to your more brutal demons, it is a bit of a, I don't want to say far cry, but you've got all of these terrorizing demons and all of that on one hand, and you've got fairies and trolls, which are, like I said, something you'd find in like, it's not like you'd read demon stories to your kids unless you're John Winchester, I guess. But no, in all seriousness, it's not something you'd find in a fairy tale book, and I mean, it might help in terms of Piper's situation that she's just done and all of that. So, that kind of enforced that kind of lack of believability. But still, it does seem like a ludicrous idea. But at the end of the day, it's not impossible. I mean, look at the world we live in. So, yeah. It was just very, very, it was just a very, very fun episode, so, yeah. But I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!